Right. Hopefully this works again, or hopefully this works just full stop. Make sure to type in the chat. Um, because I can't tell whether or not it's working. I'm gonna post something to chat. Ah, well, okay. So I can see chat. Okay, right. So it is working. How is everyone? Hello, Chill Bill. Feel free to ask questions, just as always. As I was saying when I initially tried to get the stream going, but it for some reason, you know, as I was saying, the the new video that I'm working on is actually I'm about halfway done with the editing, and it's turning out really good. I'm putting everything into it, and I'm really proud of how it's looking right now. Out of all of the gym leaders in Croneo, which one was made first? The first gym leader that was made was Brooke. Brooke was the first one made, mainly because um, she had other parts of the plot that she related to. Um, and if you see the gym leaders appear throughout the videos, they appear in the order that they were made, and then after a certain while, just stopped showing them. Because like after Jasper, I think I didn't show Maxwell, or rather, I didn't show Maxwell at all, even though I think I have Maxwell in the can at some point. So I just made it just I just put Maxwell in the gym leader video and not any other video. So because I just thought I don't see the point in showing the gym leaders early. I'm probably going to do that in the next region where I might make the gym leaders, but show them in their video and not preemptively. So because even though I'm pretty sure I know what aces they're all going to have, yeah, I don't feel like showing them when I show their aces this time round, or rather the next time round, which hopefully will be soon. I mean, I've got to finish Croneo first, so bear that in mind. But we might see my next region next month, maybe. Certainly before Christmas. I know, like that's what I'm planning. Yeah. Um, all the character art for Croneo is done. All the art full stop for Croneo is done now. Hello, is that Esselbert? Is that how you say your name? Anyway, hello. Yeah, all of the art that Croneo requires for it to be finished is now done. It just requires me to actually make the videos and edit them. So if you're getting impatient, it's all on me. It's all on me. At this point. Um, but the videos, the next video is, you know, I might be able to finish it within the next few weeks. Probably finish it within the next few weeks. Um, but if I knuckle down on it this week, I might be able to finish it next weekend, and probably have it uploaded the following week. I don't know. Just, so I can show it to people and see if I need to fix anything. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing all right with it. So, and it'll give me time to start working on my next video after that, whatever that may be. I might actually just pump out Croneo videos back to back until it's done. Yeah, because we are nearly at the end. But yeah, in Croneo, which type was the toughest to come up with ideas? I think you can see what ones were the tougher ones by seeing like how few of them there were. Because I wasn't really thinking much about bug types for some reason, or ground types, or dragon types, or psychic types. All of those were a bit more elusive, but yeah. Water types, on the other hand, dime a dozen those were. So, oh yeah, definitely not ghost either, or steel actually. Hey Taz, yo yo yo. Some people say that, or like I've gotten comments saying, "Oh, Tiktaalik should have been, or not Tiktaalik, Obsidialik should have been rock ground, not rock water." But it was designed with the water type in mind, so because it is a fish, but it's going on to land, and I guess you could say the sort of duality of that makes rock doubly make sense in that regard. Um, I was considering making it ground type, but the vibe felt right to make it water type. I just can't explain it, but I was like, it would feel wrong to make it like it felt wrong within me to try and make it ground type, even though I knew I didn't have many ground types and I had plenty of water types. So yeah, saying that Agaplura should have been rock steel is weird. Unless the person said was thinking, steel bug, and I'm like, agates are rock, aren't they? And it's a rock type fossil, so I don't know. I don't know what that commenter was talking about with that one, but yeah. It I think you can definitely tell that I was struggling with Dragon, or I just forgot about Dragon because I just when I did Taylor's team, I pretty much used all the dragon types that I could without having a sort of repeat of Hydreigon. Um, Plus, Togesaur was too cute, and I didn't want to put it on a dragon type team. And also, you don't give evolutions to villains, so Draconion was off the table. So that literally just left 3, and that wasn't great. Luckily, um, luckily there's a bit more dragon representation now, thanks to the contest, and the mythical I made, and maybe something else, maybe some more things. You may see in the next video. Yeah. I'm gonna try and more than make up for that in my next region though, because let's just say dragons are gonna be they're gonna be prevalent in the decks. They're gonna be prevalent in the decks to sort of balance it out, I guess. Because dragons were really snuffed. I will say steel type is weirdly hard to make stuff for, and I just got weirdly lucky with Croneo. I will say that. The thing is with Croneo, like when I realized I had to balance it, it was already when kind of locked in a lot of ideas. So that made me think for my next region, I'm, I'm I definitely had balancing more in mind, and even though I realized one day I was kind of going about balancing wrong, I was still able to course correct in a way where I feel like everything's still balanced, and I'm very happy with that. Some things are unbalanced. Sometimes that couldn't be helped. Sometimes that was on purpose. But overall, no type is particularly lacking in the next region, or at least you wouldn't feel it, no matter what how you cut it. So I'm excited for you to all see that. Any more questions? Because I'm circling the drain with that question, and wasn't yeah. If you can't tell, I'm excited to share my next region. Uh, because I've been working on it, and I'm very proud of it. I've actually been recently working on a ice type for that region, and oh boy, I think it's turning out great. It's oh, it's very fun. It's probably one of the most mad ideas I've come up with, Fakemon wise, but I think you'll like it. But yeah, any more questions? Just gonna have this comment on screen. How many Fakemon are left? For Croneo, there are 3 more designs left. Yeah, just 3 designs left. That although I've got a whole new region to explore right after that, so don't you worry. Don't you worry a bit. But yeah, just 3 more designs. I say that some may be alternate forms for something. Who knows? That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Any more questions? Gonna link the stream on my Instagram as well. Hello, Rescue Squad. Which evolution was made first? I think it was Croneo and Sylveon. I think that one was made first. I think the I think Espeon, Croneo and Espeon and Croneo and Umbreon were next. Then I think it was Gaizeon and Draconion. Then Croneo and Vaporeon and Croneo and Flareon. And then the rest. I think that was the order that they got made in. Although we're approaching like 2 years since that happened. Yeah. Yeah. Funnily enough, I've got no plans to make any more evolutions for, well, at least from the next region. I did consider making a video about making new evolutions that was not tied to any region. Feel free if you'd want to see that, because I think it's an interesting video idea. And I'd probably make it if I had surplus funds, but you know, if I had a surplus of funds, like, oh, if you know, if I had like backers on like Patreon or YouTube membership, and I was able to like, you know, to support additionally to what I'm doing, because I'm fine right now. I'm making money. I've got a job, but like, it feel like because at one point, like, I was like thinking like, oh, I want to do this, and then I was like, oh no, I don't want to do it. I want to like just focus on making more fake mon for my next region. Oh well. I do love Eevee. It's my favorite Pokemon, so maybe more evolutions will happen. But maybe I don't know about for a fake mon region. I do think if I could go back in time and like retool Croneo at the planning stage, I probably wouldn't do an evolution of every type. But I probably would still do some evolutions. Like I think Draconion kind of had to exist, but I don't know. Other evolutions, I don't know. But I really like them. I really like them, and I like Prydion a lot. Screw the haters. I like it a lot. It turned out so well, and yeah, I mean they all turned out well, I think. But yeah. Sorry, I keep bringing up. Oh, you're rigid, but no, I'm just really excited for it. Getting close to a third of like the base decks done, and like already, it's kind of mad how much has been getting done with it. Yeah, because essentially once I had finished getting the um getting the contest winners done, those were like the final fake mon made for Croneo, because I had stuff that I was saving for the next video already done by that point. And so just before that video came out, I that was when I finished Fake Mon, but I'm like, well, I still want to commission like artists that I'm wanting to work with, you know. Don't want to just have a break until Croneo, like everything Croneo's done, because like I only use like a couple artists for the human characters, so I decided that I just get some of my next region commissioned, and lo and behold, it's already taking shape, and I'm really liking it. It's genuinely like Croneo sparked like a creativity in me, but like, but like this new region is something else. It's genuinely like, because I feel like I've got an entire like plan. It's like one interconnected idea that just works. And it's like, I mean, Cronio is just a series of really good ideas, but this feels like all the ideas are connected to be one big, amazing idea. Or at least it feels that way to me, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Um, Prodeon is definitely my second favorite Cronian evolution, only behind Gaision. I mean, yeah, Gaision's great. I really liked it. Yeah, there are certain things that I wanted in the design that just made it too busy, so that's why things were tweaked and ended up the way they were. Because originally I wanted a sort of cloudy, foggy neck fluff thing made of like ectoplasm or whatever. But if I also had the sort of like skull face paint and the crossbones, that would have been very busy. So that had to be sacrificed. Even if they were simplified, they were too you know, that it was too busy over there. So that's why it is the way it is now, and I really like it. Do I have a plan for after Cronio? I've been very like, I think you've just joined right after I was gushing about how much I love the idea of my next region. I've got another region that I've been preparing. It's not quite ready to show yet, but then again, Cronio is not quite finished. Hopefully I can get the starters done by the time I finish Cronio. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. It was just funny to see that you had the that you asked the question right after. It was weird timing. Uh, don't shame Cool Potato Builds. He just joined. He just joined, and we're happy to. I'm happy to have you. And I know I said it like 6 times during the stream, but like they don't know that. They don't know that. They But now I do. I am excited for my next region, and feel free to ask about it. I'm not going to say too much about it. I'm going to try and not spoil its name, although I've failed before on other streams. Um, I yeah, I think earlier I said that recently I've actually been working on this ice type line that I really like. I get the feeling you guys are gonna like it too, although it's quite out there. It's quite out there as an idea, probably one of the most out there ideas I've got for this region, and that I've been doing out there ideas for this region. Trust me. Let's just say this ice type's going to be a convergent, although the ice typing is fairly arbitrary. But what it is won't be arbitrary. Like the design philosophy behind it all is not arbitrary. It's just mad. So it just, yeah, it's going to be weird. It was actually kind of hard to pull off because of how weird it was. but it's good. It turned out well, with the right tweaks. I mean, usually when I like commission an artist astray, who I was commissioning for this line, I usually get JJ Mons to do my ice types, but there's a particular reason why I didn't this time round. And got an artist astray. Um, will will there be relations to other regions to visit? What does that mean? I don't know what that question means. Sorry, I just had to read it out so you could elaborate. But yeah, there's a particular reason I got an artist astray to do this ice type. Um, uh, yeah, but he was really willing to do it. He really thought. Well, he was just dying to do an idea like it, and then realized, oh, it's actually my particular idea was quite difficult, but we pulled it off. Um, Also, it's going to be a very balanced region. But yeah, leaving Croneo to another region. What do you mean? Can So will there be relations to other regions to visit? What I don't know what relations means here. To other regions to visit. What? Leaving Croneo to another region? I mean, I'm stopping doing Croneo soon and starting another region. If you're meaning like, will there be a Kanto-esque post game in any of my regions, the answer is no. There won't be. Simple as that. Feel free to confirm as that if that's what you meant, but I really did not understand the question, and your elaboration did not help. I'm sorry. I I do I am excited for my next region, and I think I'm quite happy with how Croneo ended up. I mean, I'm sure you guys are all happy with it. Even if there are some bits that you may not personally vibe with, I would assume that those things are just like, well, that's just the thing I'm not into. There's plenty of things that I am. And that's the beauty of something like Pokemon, where it's like, even if there's like even a couple of Pokemon lines you're not so fond of, there's always going to be a line that you are. Uh, like with Gen 9, I'm gonna defend Gen 9 right now and say I think people are too mean about it. But I will admit, in terms of the overall decks, I think it's actually largely pretty good. I think I prefer the Gen 8 decks, but like the Gen 9 decks is still fairly strong. But there are some mon that I just don't vibe with in the Gen 9 decks, like Flamigo or Iron Jugulus um or like Pormo. Not that Pormo is a bad design. I don't feel like it was necessary. But it is really cute. Um, but when even though there's stuff like that, there's like Palafin and like Ceruledge and Tinkaton. I love all of those, and I think the starters are actually some of the best starters we've had in a while. So because I mean, Crocolore was goofy, but I got used to it fairly quickly. But like the base stages are all cute. The final stages are all like cool in their own ways. They appeal to me so much. They may be quite detailed, but like I don't mind that in like final form starters. Like genuinely, I think they're the best trio of starters since Gen 4. Like I'm not even kidding. Like, I mean, I'm a Gen 5 stan, but like, even though I think I mean, okay, maybe the best since Gen 5, because like I've been really feeling the love for them recently. I mean, my favorite starter is from Gen 5, Samurott, but yeah, very happy with it. Yeah. As a Scot myself, I very much love this region based on my home country. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did some deep cut stuff, and I'm always anxious that I've missed something. I try to be comprehensive with it, and I feel like there are some things that I could have. done to better represent. But I feel like I've represented something from each general area in Scotland. Yeah. And like the cultural standpoints everyone knows. I mean, like, or I say everyone knows, but like, you know, people. I don't think I feel like I've done everything that would make people go, "Oh, you should do this." Like, "Oh, you should do a unicorn." That I get in every comment on TikTok, even though that's one of my legendaries. Or, "Oh, you should do a Loch Ness monster," even though I've done that. "Oh, you should do a kelpie," even though I've done that. "Oh, a deep fried Mars bar," even though you've done that. Drugs, no, not gonna do that. Was so annoyed with the Crown Tundra that England got an actual region, but we just got a DLC. I mean, I wasn't particularly too annoyed with that, but I do feel like there was a missed opportunity with that. There was some Scottish influence in Sword and Shield's base decks and in the Crown Tundra overall, but in all fairness, with the Crown Tundra, it was mostly like, geographically located in a similar way or an analogous way, and also there's a bit of snow, even though Scotland doesn't have too much snow. At least not anymore. Um, but like the legendaries, like Calyrex and its steeds were pretty good. I also made a video about the Reggies, so why not? Why not? Oh yeah, for some reason I got comments all the time on TikTok basically saying, "Oh, you should make a Pokemon based on the D word I said earlier that I'm not going to repeat again just in case I get demonetized again on the live stream," which I got demonetized last live stream because I mentioned the name of a country. I'm pretty sure that's the thing that got me demonetized. A certain country. Mm, um, but yeah, some people wanted me to like make a sort of like hoodlum like Cubone. I'm pretty sure like Cubone with a knife for some reason. It's weird. Rugs of the D. Yeah, that's what I was on about. Chill Bill. Yeah, like for some reason people were like wanting me to make all of these like sort of R-rated Pokemon designs because they'd be funny, but no, that's not what this project was. And these people are weird and mean. I like no, I'm not. I'm not into that. Um, like don't get me wrong, I don't mind some edginess in a Pokemon project, especially if you're upfront about that's what you're doing. Personally, for me, I'm just like, well, is there a way to make this sort of like family friendly? If so, I will. Because I will like, even though, like, basically, if little Timmy won't be traumatized by it, I think it'll be fine. Which is why the political stuff in Croneo's plot wasn't like, I don't think that was so bad. All right, see ya, cool potato. Yeah, like, you mean evening? I mean, yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll have a nice whatever amount of time I will have. But yeah, any more questions? Any more questions? Any questiones? Because it seems a bit quiet. Wonder why it's so quiet. If this drought of questions isn't resolved soon, I might end the stream and just do something else on my night. Um any questions? Croneo or otherwise? Don't have any tasks. Well, it's a bit. I mean, it's a bit weird to have like a Q&A where I'm not really answering any questions because there aren't any. Um, yeah. Um, I it's I don't particularly want to sit in silence though. So if there aren't any more questions, I might just have to head off. Um, heck, I might be able to continue editing my video. Who knows? But if because I'm doing this live stream mainly because like I didn't upload anything yesterday and I feel bad, so I just wanted to give some content. But yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna head off. Uh, it was a good time. Um, right. Oh, favorite slash least favorite location in Croneo. Oh, that's a good one. I think I liked including Azamori, because it's like a reference to like a kids show, like set in a fictional town in Scotland where they filmed in different places of Scotland to like sort of have. I think there may be a reunion of that coming soon because like so many people, like it was a big cultural staple in the UK in general. And so naturally, it's like, well, I have to reference that, even though it's not a very populous area. It's still a very notable town, and I think I don't want to say this is my least favorite because I do like it, but I do feel like I could have done better with Old New. I could have made it more so reference proper Scottish towns. Um, because like it's weird because like originally I was gonna like my original name for it was gonna sort of invoke Inverness. Yeah. Like it was gonna originally invoke Inverness, and then I came up with Old New and completely forgot that I was gonna sort of invoke Inverness. But then again, like it wasn't really because I switched around the sort of like Loch Ness area and the Ben Nevis area because that just looked better on a map. That that meant that the town didn't really make sense to be called like Imv or something. So maybe yeah, Cronea is Croneo's sister. Oh, totally the new region's name. Totally. But yeah, I am largely okay with a lot of Croneo's locations. Um, I do want to like when it comes to doing my next regions map, I'm gonna try and learn from how I handled Croneo, and then hopefully do better. I'm not trying to say like I'm not trying to say I did bad, but if I try and do better, then and if you think I did really well in the first place, well, I did better than I want to do better than really well, that sort of thing. Now I'm just scrolling through Twitter to see if there's any interesting news because I could discuss news or whatever while I'm here. Go on Instagram notification. I usually work with artists on Instagram. So I'm thinking, oh, is it an update? No, it was not in this instance. But yeah, if there's no more questions, I will leave it there. Feel free to interrupt me, but um, thank you all for tuning in, and I do enjoy answering questions. Um, so yeah, uh, I get the feeling I might do the same thing next week, so who knows? Um, yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna have my video finished before then, but who knows? We'll see. But regardless, I'll see you when I see you. Farewell.